realized this. Where I specifically live in the United States of America makes it so it's almost impossible for somebody like me to live through jet lag. I realized this the past couple times I've been going to Europe now, that I cannot adjust for the life of me. The only way that I would be able to adjust probably is if I was there for longer than like a week to 2 weeks, which why would I be there for that fucking long, bro? Cannot adjust to Europe. I will never live in Europe. I can't do it. You know, one of the reasons why I can't live in Europe, people talk shit on American bathrooms all they want, but the bathrooms in Europe fucking suck. I'm sorry. I do not like the bathrooms there. What is wrong with your bathrooms there? Your toilets scare the shit out of me, bro. I literally, when I met up with my dad yesterday, when I came back home, we're eating dinner, and I think I went on like a 20-minute rant about the toilets in Europe. God, that shit pisses me off. Look at this shit. Okay, the USA versus the European toilets. The toilets in Europe, this isn't the greatest picture of the European toilets, but the European toilets, I don't know, how do I explain this? The ones in the US, when you flush, it would fill in from like the top. The water would fill in from like the top and go down, but the European toilets fill from like the bottom or some shit, right? But the European toilets, like the hole you see right here, is so deep in every toilet. It's fucking crazy. The holes are so deep. Oh my God. I don't remember what I ate. I made Mexican hot dogs with my roommates before I left for Europe. And so then I have like traveling anxiety, so I can't go poo poo. And then I get to Europe and I'm like, well, it's finally coming out. And like, actually, I was like dying on the plane. I don't know what I ate, but I think I had like some general food poisoning. And I go to the European toilet and I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I was fighting for my fucking life, bro. Sometimes you gotta get a little water kiss on the cheeks. Maybe when it's not like shit water. Like, oh my gosh. You can always expect Poseidon's kiss, but why? 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 Wait, y'all, I forgot to message myself the picture of the toilet that I took a picture of in Italy. Now, it wasn't this drastic, because this just happened to be one horrible toilet that I saw in Italy. But y'all need to understand that this one literally was like a jail toilet. This was a jail toilet, bruh. This was a jail. Oh my God, I can't. I don't know how y'all survived that shit, but like, I couldn't do this. I was going crazy. And Misa was talking to me because she's from the UK. She's like, I don't really know why the toilets are like that. Look at this fucking toilet. What the fuck? Why? Bro. We were in an upscale area too. This was like the 4th bathroom that I saw that looked like this. Why don't they have a toilet seat? That's a death row toilet. Bro, I don't even think the bathrooms in prison look like this, bro. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I can't. Holy shit. It's better than a squatter. Honestly, I prefer squatter. I'm in the Philippines, there were some moments where we would have to fucking shit in a hole. Who cares? At least I felt safer shitting in a hole in the forest when I went on a hike in 5th grade outdoor science camp than I didn't even use this one. I walked in and I looked at that and I was like, well, guess I'm holding it. Just, I don't understand what happened here, bro. I don't understand. Oh my God. And then like every toilet that I would go into, there would just be chunks of shit. Like, okay, well, period. All right. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm sorry. Maybe there are good toilets. Out of the many toilets I went to, I guess I was just very unlucky. That's a typical public toilet for you. Bro, that's crazy. Okay, I went to Bohol when I went to the Philippines. And I was in the middle of nowhere. And those toilets were better than that. so crazy. Oh my god. And also, you know how they have automatic flushing toilets? They have automatic flushing toilets that don't have a button to push if it doesn't sense that you stood up. I don't know why. Because I stood up and there's wee in the toilet. And then it's like an automatic flushing toilet. But it didn't sense me standing up, so it just didn't flush. And so my pee is just in this toilet. And I'm just standing there waiting for it to flush. Never flushes. Never flushes. So I go out of the bathroom, but there's a woman waiting to go in the toilet that I was at. And then I was like, no toilet paper there. And she was like, oh, okay, thanks so much for telling me, girl. Thank you so much. I'm like, yep, yeah. Because you know, in America, even when they have the ones that sense it, there's also a button to push. But that one lacked that, I guess. Well, all of them had that, especially in the airport. Why? There was no manual button. I was pushing the wall and everything. I was like, maybe it's a secret button that I just can't see. Oh my god. I tried to use a Jedi mind trick on it too. I lied so I wouldn't smell the shame. I don't want them to think that I just didn't flush it. I was embarrassed. I couldn't do it. So I had to lie and say there was no toilet paper. I couldn't flush. Push the button easy. There was no fucking button. There was no button. It was just, I'm serious, y'all. It was like, here, let me draw it for you. Flashbang warning. It looked like, okay, so this is the square for the toilet. This is the sensor, right? Like the black sensor. And then there was like a smaller button and then like something like this. It looked like that. And in America, if it had something like this, there's usually like a button on the side that you can press, right? Or there's a button like here or some shit, you know? Or there's one like above the toilet. But the toilets in Europe, it was just this rectangle and then this fucking ugly ass toilet. Like that was it. There was nothing attached to it. That's it. Just this fucking toilet. This fuck-ass toilet, and then this rectangle. And so you would stand up, and if it doesn't register it, right, I pushed this, I pushed the sensor, but this was also in the wall, so there was nothing protruding out, because it was in the wall. So there was no button, nothing on the sides, because it was in the wall. So I push on this, nothing, because it's a fucking sensor. Then I push this, nothing. I push this. I pushed the gray shit here. There was no string. There was nothing in like 5 of the bathrooms that I went to, which at first I didn't really mind about because it would flush automatically. But 2 of the times, there was nothing. Quick word from our sponsor, me, myself, and I. We have a new Gamer Subs flavor out now called Kissy Kissy Passion that tastes just like me. What? A delicious passion fruit mango. So yum yum. Try for yourself today. Thanks.